We were in Laos, and at that time, Viet Cong had found its way to create explosive devices out of rice cakes. This was a time sensitive to the American people because they didn't believe in a war, yet I was caught within a war. Huey helicopters. It was rice cakes, I believe, that was most disturbing from the whole experience. It's harder to find a whole chicken than it is to find rice. Bayonet at hand. Finding solace and comfort in the prescription drugs given to me by the Army medic is the fact that I was of the tender age of 13 when I was drafted into the war. I did not go by choice. I was told I would be given money. I was raising carrots at the time. There were many, and everyone knows apples contain a lot of fiber, but there were people going blind because there was a shortage of carrots. And so I was told by the U.S. government that if I joined the military, I would be given a proper ration for carrots. And so in my pursuit of becoming an esteemed carrot farmer, I found myself in the jungles of Laos and among pogo sticks and other explosive devices, triggered bombs, and landmines. I would find myself at times clearing landmines with a rake. I was enveloped with people of all personalities. As the good book says, evil shall approach you with a smiling face. Fruitful tool of the devil. Fruitful tool of the devil to approach and reproach mankind and steer him from the path of what is right. And white crystalline of insomnia.
Cocaine is a gateway drug. It's a gateway drug.
It opens the doors.
All sorts of perversions and carnal delights.
Carnal delights.
You know.
Yeah, I dated a stripper once whose name was Carnal Delight. I still have, as a result, a fruitful supply of good, pure, China-grade cocaine, thanks to the Vietnam conflict. I don't find myself to fancy that stuff too much, but every now and then Pinky happens to slip a little in.
Oh, lost my head.
There's no point in taking a risk with your life. Life is a precious gift. It is something that every human being needs to cherish and be cautious of. You know, it's a gift from the Lord. I mean it, man. You got to be careful with life. Life is a precious gift. Not to be tossed off with something cheap or, you know.
That's a campfire.
That's expensive. You know, that's not the first time Pinky has used a campfire to cook his heroin. Yeah, we call this the filet mignon of the South. Heroin. We're cooking it right here. And so anyhow, you know, I understand people that take chances with their life. You know, if you're going to have a good time, go out, go bowling, go skiing, you know, take your kids to the movie. Don't do drugs and shit, you know. Like, I mean,
unless you are a professional.
You got to know what you're doing, you know. Drugs are no game of a weak man. It takes a man with a strong will.
Exactly.
A man with dedication. You have to be dedicated.
Oh, shit.
You got to be dedicated to do drugs. You have to know what to shoot, when to shoot it, and you have to know what is a vein, what is an artery. You have to know your body like a roadmap. What you are about to witness is the discovery of the ultimate pleasure. Consider it like a Thomas guide. You have to know what is right and what is wrong. This man, Pinky is a living legend. Only The reason why he's my compadre and my friend of decades is because this man can snort a line and shoot some heroin at the same time. Shit is shit now. That's what I call a ride. He's going, this man is on his own roller coaster right now. Up and down you go, Piggy. Oh, shit. It takes a man of steel to do what this man is doing right now. Oh. How you doing there, Pinky? Where you at?
Dirty stuff.
It's times like this when we get the most inspiration for our music, when we find that mankind is no longer approachable, and then we find truth and humility and servitude. Oh, Pinky, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sometimes when we come to the end of a ride, usually the roller coaster straps come up, the security harnesses are unleashed, and people know it's the end of the ride. But most of the time when you're doing drugs and things, you're never given a warning. You're just told when it's the end, and it's evident and clear. When we have oh shit, oh look. Dude, I'm just straight fucking passed out. Woo, roller coaster. Pangums, get a hold of yourself, man. Get a hold of yourself. The ride is not over. He's going on the long ride. This is Magic Mountain, Disneyland, and Knott's Berry Farm all in one, people. Think of Jesus. Think of the good things. A green pasture. How the light. I am the light. I am the Savior. Pangums. Think of Jesus. Pangums. I want you to come back from the Lord. I want you to come back to reality, to humanity. Come back to earth. Pangums. Come back. I cast out demons of pleasure and servitude. Pangums. Go back to Pangums. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, he is expunged. He expunged the evil. It has come out in shown its full glory in the form of blood. Sorry, this is not a pretty sight. But then again, we are not pretty people. This is America. I'm showing you the reality. It's all right. Don't try this at home. Not that you can. Oh, shit. It's all right. He does this at least 3 times a day. Pangums is alive and well. Praise the Lord. It's a miracle. What other man can do as many drugs and live to speak about it? This man chases heroin with coke. There's no bar tab big enough to contain this man's pleasures. Pankums, Hollywood Stankums. He's getting carried away. I love it. It's a party. Every day's a party. Shit. People want to know what inspires us to do our music. All I gotta say is it's life that inspires us and brings forth the truth in our songs. So when you listen to us, you're listening to life. You're listening to the truth. It may not be pretty. Most of the time it's ugly, but it is what it is. And if you enjoy it, there's something wrong with you. fire does not fear me, for I speak in tongues.